the tournaments lately have been really good for regular streams because players are playing more. They're playing more ranked games. And with all the team games as well, you've seen a lot of these guys practicing with 1v1s to stay sharp. We have a Byzantines War, Noto in the blue again, and MBL in the red. It's just been much better than it was a couple months ago when I'd get on and there was nothing going on.
Yeah.
Doubt, Viper, I mean, the top 5 always playing. And you have players from China, there's always 5 or 6 2Ks online at a time. So, it's been pretty good for the community. And myself, trying to stream games, of course. So I'm going to give myself a little bit of a breather. Dave, if you want to talk about the maps, I will show everything you're talking about through the stream.
So, blue, do you have Noto as blue? Noto?
Yep.
Okay, blue's got a really nice woodline in the back. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Super secure. His stone's in the back.
Beautiful.
Gold is forward, and it's near a hill, but it's easily wallable. Still, it can be ranged from the other side of that woodline, so maybe not the best. As far as his other resources, he's looking okay. Can wall at the front if he wants to go forward. MBL, pretty open at the front, but he does have the back gold, and he does have a decent enough woodline. You see he's going all the way around to the back because the berries are blocking the front part of that.
Oh,
but
yeah.
it shouldn't be too bad. He's got another woodline option at the top of the map. And stone there as well. So, decent enough. I think Blue's map is a bit better than MBL's.
I think the one awkward thing could be the gold and the hill.
Yeah.
The main focus for MBL might be on this hill where the deer are, but yeah, you're right. With that wood line, it's going to be beautiful for him. And you can do a lot as Byzantines. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. With the trash. You can do a lot without gold as Byzantines.
If only Chris was playing. The only person I just love to see go Byzantine.
Alright,
listen, unreal
chat.
with Byzantines.
Dave is completely biased towards Chris. Chris is the legend of the game, but Dave was casting. He streams every other month, and if you can get there, it's always a blast. And Dave was casting at maybe 1 a.m., and it was a team game, Canada team game, and Chris is one of the best Canadian players. He's been around a while. Dave goes, I said something in the chat because I'm a tryhard, and I can't not cast in the chat, right? So I say, oh, that's a waste of skirms or something from Chris. And Dave just goes off. He's like, Tristan, watch this. Chris, he never wastes a skirmisher. He is so good at microing skirmishers. And then Chris proceeded to lose like 10, 15 skirmishers.
Yeah, but the thing is, it doesn't matter because he makes 50 more. He doesn't care.
And Dave is like, see, it was calculated. It was fine. Yeah, Dave. Such a Chris fanboy. But yeah, Chris is a good player, and he is known for his trash.
Probably the best
MBL
player in the world.
I don't know what Blue is known for, honestly, and what his style is like. MBL, he can pretty much do it all, but I've seen him play quite a few games over the years, so I've seen him go trash many, many times. I would argue that I've seen MBL, if you count watching any streams, count casting, I've probably casted near, or seen near 1,000 MBL games.
I'm not to that number, but I've seen hundreds, that's for sure. I know his style completely.
Yeah, I mean, anytime I'm at work, MBL is normally doing something, so that's when I'm not working, and that's when I get to watch MBL play all these different civs. But a wall's coming up for him now, and with 2 farms, that means he's probably going to go for scouts or something in Feudal Age versus Dark Age. Blue also starting the house walls. Again, confusing that he hasn't chosen to wall towards the TC. I mean, sorry, towards the edge of the map. But he also will be going for something in Feudal at this rate.
Do you agree with me that MBL's I think his biggest weakness is that he's so stubborn about whatever he does.
Yep.
Like, do you agree with that? Just he commits to something, and if someone in his chat says no, you shouldn't be doing it that way, he's like, oh, let me prove you wrong, and then loses the game.
I think MBL's biggest weakness, as it looks like he's preparing for a trush, is his mindset, which I guess ties into that, right? I think that when he starts to lose a game, he doesn't have the winner's mentality at the big stage where he can be okay and say, okay, it's all right, things aren't going as planned, let's find a plan B. I think that he loses his composure. I've seen that far too often, and I think that's why he's stubborn, because he maybe doesn't know what to do, or just doesn't feel like changing it up. I think it's his big mindset. In fact, I mean, his big issue. I talked to Jordan about it in Germany, and we talked 20 minutes about mindset, and he was like, this player has mindset, this player needs to work on it, blah, 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 blah. So I think that's MBL's issue.
It's kind of similar to like Spring. It's like a similar thing, kind of.
Yeah, Spring can have incredible games. He's beaten all the players in the top 10 before, but I do think he also has a sense of stubbornness and that not being able to handle adversity, I suppose. Blue is going to need to handle some adversity, as MBL's building a tower on his barracks with 5 villagers.
And that's on the gold.
He's still in the Dark Age.
It's not good for Blue. That's a really good tower spot for MBL. Because it hits the units coming out of the barracks if he's going to make anything there. I doubt he will. He's going for a stable now. Stable. Not an archer range. Okay.
Yeah, interesting decision to go stable. Normally you'd want to go immediately into trash. Blue, in a matter of 30 seconds, is completely suffocated here. He's going to want to build farms, and this is the annoying thing about this tower. It denies all of this, and it denies the berries.
And it's hitting the spearmen.
Yeah, I mean, is he going to be able to afford to make many scouts? I don't think so. But he is Chinese, Dave, so he may know the towers better than we do.
Scouts is a really weird choice for me. Like, I don't know. You have the wood line. That's the one thing you do have, is the wood line. Think you'd go into skirmishers, right?
Yeah.
And that counter tower, he's really limiting his space at the moment with that tower. He has so little area to go to now.
Yeah, he does have stone coming in for another tower if need be. MBL's gonna lose a villager to that TC. But MBL has done enough to idle Blue's economy and slow down his start. That being said, MBL can't really do much else if Blue can build another tower, right? Look how MBL's distracting the TC fire with the scout.
Also super open at home. And Blue's going now. MBL now just making a barracks, so he realizes the danger. He's going to make a barracks at home, make a couple spearmen, and only 3 scouts aren't going to be able to do too much.
That's the only reason I could justify going with the scouts, honestly.
MBL's killing the second farm. Not a villager. The second farmman. Not the closest farm.
Well, Blue needs to delete those farms, because he doesn't want to go to those by accident. This is why the Trush is so deadly. MBL's even repairing that tower at the moment. Let's see what the scouts can do. It's going to be 4 scouts. MBL senses this. Quick walling the wood line. The wood line's going to be completely fine. He said he's building a barracks. Yep, there's a spears on the way. Oh, MBL could be caught out here. The palisade wall's not on full HP.
Is he gonna get in? Is he gonna get in?
Is
he gonna get in? He's in! Oh!
Wow.
Yeah,
that was some sick speed from MBL. The spear's coming over to help out now. It looked at just the right moment, and he's building another tower that will pretty much lock down Blue's gold for the moment. That was a big deal there. Well, MBL can wall and everything. Just walls in a stone with 1 more palisade wall, and he's fine. Defends with spears. At 32 villagers for MBL. Of course, he has villagers forward. If Blue can somehow push out to the right-hand side with his farms, I think we'll be okay there, but certainly not a good start for him. MBL's going to mill his berries.
See, this is the difference between watching someone like MBL and watching someone like Doubt. Like, Doubt would never quick wall that stuff that fast. Oh, he's in on the stone now. That's bad.
Jinxed?
That's bad, MBL. I did jinx it. I did jinx it.
Whoa. But he saved the other villager. He just sacrificed the one guy for that.
Yeah.
I mean...
But
At this point, he shouldn't be so stubborn. That's the second time. He shouldn't be so stubborn with the palisade walls. Just build the whole thing. That's twice now that happened, but I think he's fine. And I think MBL's strength is that he can do pretty much everything. He can power rush. He can do all the strategies. It's just...
That was my point that I was gonna make.
Oh, really? Yeah.
He disproved it by letting that villager die.
I think that's why, as a friend of MBL's, and you are too, it's been kind of frustrating to see him fail when he gets versus the top 5 in these big tournaments, because he can do it all. I think it's just purely a mindset thing for him. But both players, decent vill counts. The problem for Blue is he's so suffocated, this castle time is not going to be near as good for him. But good defensive towers versus MBL, as MBL is still trying to be annoying. And that tower actually would have denied the other gold.
Lure him away with the villager and hit him with the tower.
Oh, and MBL's lost 1 villager on his farm, and Blue's going to run away with the scout. So Blue, despite there being 4 or 5 spears around, has killed a villager, 2 villagers, sorry, with only 3 scouts created.
What's Blue doing with the 2 villagers on the right-hand side, too? Is he sending those to MBL's base? Is he going to try and drop a few towers of his own on that wood line, maybe?
I think that's a great idea. But what he needs to do is he needs to keep his scouts moving, because MBL will probably send some of his spears forward if he kills these scouts. The Blue needs to keep these scouts alive and in MBL's base, otherwise MBL might spot this. But that's my guess. They're not running forward now.
Well, Blue coming forward. MBL's coming forward, taking... or putting another tower on that gold, and Blue is coming along behind him, taking out the first tower on this stable. Is he going to be able to deny this from MBL? No. Is he going to be able to take it down? I don't know.
Killed 1 villager. The rest are going to hop in the tower. So he has no gold. No main gold. No gold there. MBL has a tower. He's sending more villagers.
He's going out to the neutral gold to collect.
Wow. That is a bit lucky for him, honestly, because he only sees 2 tiles of it. He will find a little bit of gold, and he can sell stone. I guess that works. MBL, because he doesn't have towers on his base, he is going to click up now. And he has a market if he needs to balance his economy. Actually, MBL would probably spot a tower from Blue anyway on his wood line. I think this is a late move for Blue. He's had the stone for a while, and maybe should have thought of this a little bit earlier.
Yeah, and MBL's up, and Blue doesn't have the gold yet.
Yeah, I think he should sell... It's rough, because he wants the tower now, but I think he should sell some stone and wood. And also, I feel like MBL should have sent a villager behind to tower this wood line from Blue. It is definitely towerable, but he's going to...
Well, Blue. Speaking of towers, Blue's got one on MBL's wood line, and does MBL see that? Did he get Town Watch or something?
Yeah, he got Town Watch. He can definitely see that.
Son. That's a
Town
great
Watch,
tech.
such an important upgrade. I can't do Jordan accent, but it's something like, yeah, towers are...
Oh, Town Watch is free for Byzantines. I always forget that. Always forget.
Actually...
And now he's walled the villagers in!
Yeah, these villagers are not going to escape.
What?
Yeah, these villagers are not going to escape.
Well, they can get out that one. Oh, never mind.
MBL built another palisade. Slick move.
He's trying to
from
kill
MBL.
that wall to get them out of there. It's not gonna happen.
I'm pretty sure that Blue's dead. Because he doesn't have spears at home, and MBL will just go with 2 stable knights, and he'll go right to the wood line. We'll see if Blue can save his villagers in this tower. MBL, of course, at home will probably go for a TC.
Another wall. Hilarious.
Yep. Villagers are gonna have to die fighting this guy who's walled him in, most likely. Yeah, Blue throwing away his scouts then. Very good for MBL here. Killing the villagers, killing the tower. He doesn't know about Blue's gold there. He has scouted that, and he does see that there's a wolf there. Or was a wolf there.
When's the last time you saw Byzantines 1v1 without skirmishers?
That's true. I don't think we will see skirmishes at this rate. MBL's gonna wait for chain barding before he fights underneath TC and towers. Gives Blue a little bit of time. Of course, Blue can make camels. He can TC this gold as well. Maybe Blue is still in this game, actually. MBL didn't commit yet. I'd like to see Blue build a TC on that gold. Yes, there we go.
Those
He's creating camels.
Knights.
He's gonna try and quick wall. If he can quick wall his TC, I'll be surprised.
He didn't garrison all the villagers, though. So what's the point?
Well, I think he was trying to wall the front of the TC as well with the houses, but I think for now, he's done enough with a couple spears and some camels to maybe clean this up. But yeah, not the best situation for him. I think he should wall the front of his TC, honestly, because MBL is going to continue to run in there. MBL has spotted the gold with the scout. He's going to kill a villager. So MBL knows that's there. Good awareness from him. MBL still on one town center back at home. But this is still a game, though MBL it should be favored at this point.
It's been a good game. This is nice.
It has.
There's so much shenanigans happening right now. I can't believe Blue went out to that gold. I cannot believe Blue went all the way out to that neutral gold in the middle of nowhere.
He would have resigned by now without it. And look at MBL. He is building towers where I said he should earlier. Blue had to reposition once, and he'll have to reposition later on as he cuts, which means Blue's really going to need a big fight. He can't take the wood to the right of his TC because MBL has towers there.
Gotta take out those towers.
Yeah.
Somehow.
It adds up so fast, man. The stupid building. I seriously think they should implement a rule where you can only build 3 towers in each age. That would make it so much better. Like, can we get a mod for that, please? Because it's such... I hate it so much. And now everybody trusts me, so... Oh, man. I understand what Blue is feeling right now.
If there was 3 towers per age, you would never have your handy little medal on your Voobly profile.
Yeah, I know. I know. That'd probably be 2K by now, let's be honest. Alright, well...
Oh, another TC coming out on that other gold. What? Is MBL gonna find that?
No.
He doesn't see it.
If Blue wins
There's another knight coming, though. The camels are chasing it. He's gonna see it.
No.
No, he sees the gold.
He misses it. Dave, if Blue wins this game by getting to the neutral gold and not touching any of his main gold, that'd be something else, man.
Or
that would
secondary.
be something else.
Nothing.
Yeah, or secondary. None of his golds. He's collecting the neutral golds. He's found them somehow. He's not that far behind here. He has the military... Sorry, MBL has the military lead. But MBL's not doing too much with that at the moment.
He's got a lot of camels. A lot of camels.
Well, the real problem is Blue is going to have his eco spread apart, so it's not going to be easy for him to defend it. If he gets attacked on the new TC at the top, then he's going to pull military from TC on the right, and then there you go. He doesn't have any military back at his main base now. As MBL goes in, and that's great formation for him to kill a ton of villagers with these camels and knights that do have +2 defense. And yeah, this is awful for Blue because he really can't run anywhere.
Can't do anything about that.
Yeah, this has the idle.
He is idling MBL. Why is MBL making battering rams?
I don't know, but I still think Blue has a chance. MBL is going to send more villagers and build a tower on the wood. I don't know if you see it placed there, Dave.
And Blue's denying the TC from MBL. He's got 3 spearmen there. No, he's going to run right past.
This is the game of inches. He's just missing that. MBL has missed 2 gold. Blue barely saw this gold by a couple tiles. Come on, Blue. Deny it, man. Move the spears.
Can't see it.
Yeah. He needs military back home because look at the knights and camels killing these vills. Even the wolves joining in. And this is not a happy woo-woo-woo. I really want Blue to do something with this. He's trying. The vill difference isn't that much. But I don't know how many
mass migration. And it's just death.
Yeah, and now that new lumber camp he built, which is the only lumber he could collect at the moment, was retowered by MBL. Excellent display of map awareness and map control from MBL at the moment. More towers.
Still, the villager difference is only 8.
Listen, what Blue needs to do is just delete his main TC. Forget about it. This is your home now. Just you have 2 separate ecos. Don't worry about your main base. That's merely a distraction now. As he does have a nice force next to MBL's main TC, man. He has camels, he has knights, he has monks. I don't know. And dude, he's gonna buy a castle and build it on MBL's face.
Yes! Yes! Let's go!
Oh man, this is just so great. When people
Don't
ask
send
why
your
do you
knights
cast
back though. Come back and kill the Rams, man.
Blue, don't ruin this for us.
Don't do this.
Alright. I was gonna say, when people ask why do you cast just random live games, this is the reason, because every once in a while you get something that you would have never seen otherwise. The battering ram is probably gonna go down. The castle
He doesn't
on the
have any
front
armor upgrades for those knights.
Well, he's gonna get the castle up, man. And
Kill
MBL
the
is
knight with the
undecided.
monk.
MBL's thinking about sending his military back. There he goes, but the castle's gonna be up. Blue, don't throw away your monks. Okay, he's gonna send them back to the castle. I feel bad because we're MBL's friend and we are so rooting for Blue right now.
Oh, I am team blue all the way.
Yeah, yep. 93 pop for MBL though. He's building a siege workshop. The Vil count has dropped significantly for Blue. MBL still could send knights into Blue's main eco, and the towers are still killing villagers. Just look at the destruction there. MBL going for more stables and a monastery. He's definitely not going to be going up to the Imperial Age, so I assume he'll continue to produce. But with this TC soon to go down to the castle, this TC right next to the castle, and the other TC right behind, and Blue on all the other golds, will MBL eventually be starved to the point where he can't do anything. I mean, where's he getting gold at the moment, Dave?
Oh my god, look at the lumber camp on the right side. Oh my god.
Oh, well done, MBL.
Oh no.
That's just how bad it is for him at the moment. If MBL doesn't win a push, he's going to have no gold, because Blue has the TC next to 2 golds, which is secured, and now he's building another TC on the other 2 golds, and the only gold that MBL could reasonably get is Blue's main. This is something else. I haven't seen a gold swap like this ever.
Look at the mini map, dude.
Oh jeez. Like Blue, I think Blue can do it. And he doesn't have the Vil count, but I think he can do it. He just needs to create more camels and get some upgrades, because that's the one thing MBL has.
MBL has no res right now.
I think MBL is going to try and push that castle back. He's making battering rams,
Skirmishers
making
now,
camels. Yeah. Look at the migration for MBL. He's almost out of the wood he lumber camps. No gold.
But now he's pushing the other TC from Blue, and Blue can't stop that.
Yeah, that's true.
Holy.
This is what Blue needs to do. He needs to garrison all these villas, and when they're about to die, send them towards MBL's corner, and then hopefully he can secure that 1 gold where he's building a mining camp right now. Yeah, this is the problem we talked about earlier that Blue would face. He can't have military. And yeah, there you go. He's gonna send the vills that way.
MBL, by the way, MBL is in Blue's main base right now, just nonchalantly dropping a tower.
Tower. Typical.
And Blue is raiding MBL super hard in the back now, too.
What is this game? This is crazy. MBL's been creating villagers and sending them next to the archery ranges. Look how many idols he has. He doesn't have anywhere to go. He's lost 2 TC. Well, 1 TC. The other one's basically lost because he's not using it. Must be so frustrating for the players to play this, but I am just loving it.
And still no upgrades for Blue's camels or knights or cataphracts or whatever the hell unit composition. No upgrades whatsoever. He's got 5 mangonels now, killing that TC. Gonna move on to the other TC now. He's already taken down 2.
Man, he started with this TC. Then he went to the one on the right. Meanwhile, he's lost 2 of his own.
The
What
main base
is
needs to
happening
go.
here? Yeah, the
Blue,
main base
stop
isn't
making
even a
bills.
base anymore. Blue just needs to, yeah, send those villagers to the real main base, and hope they make it. Oh, jeez.
Does MBL even have a town center once this one gets taken down? He doesn't. Oh, he does
Yeah, he
have
does.
one. Okay.
Yeah, that's what's tough for Blue, because he knows MBL has gold now. Blue lost what looks to be his remaining female villager to that wolf there as well, next to that gold. I mean,
Peace trade.
it is not easy for MBL to even get food at this point. He doesn't have any working farms. At least I don't think he does. Yeah, no working farms and only 300 wood. So he's probably going to be abusing the market like we have never seen before to try and get some villagers coming out of his TC. There we go. 3 working farms maybe? So this is definitely, even though there's a big build difference, this is definitely still possible for Blue. He needs to get the military numbers going.
He's getting redemption now too. Big tech. If he converts MBL's buildings,
And Dave, look at Blue's resources. Look what he just, look at the research at the top right.
he's going up to Imperial Age!
Yes!
But look at his, man, look at his main base though.
It's done! He doesn't have a main base. He hasn't touched his main gold. He's only been on the extra golds on the map, and he's almost out of those now, but he is on his way to
And
in.
he's converting MBL's buildings.
Alright, well, I hope he goes full Halb. He needs to go full Halb to win this game.
He's making 3 barracks.
Oh man, this would be such an amazing win for Blue. And this is just hilarious on so many different levels. MBL's gonna TC the main gold from Blue. Oh man. There's been such a ring around the rosy in this game. We've seen villagers in every area of the map. MBL with TCs in both corners now. MBL no longer has his base, but he has Blue's main base, and Blue hasn't had his main base for quite some time. And MBL is definitely not on his way to Imp, because he repositioned all those town centers and doesn't have the food.
He has no res, man. He has no food.
Yeah. That's why I think Halp could do it. But the question is, where does Blue attack? Like, which way does he go? Does he go left?
Well,
does he go
See
south?
what he can
Does he go...
see. He sees the TC from MBL in the far corner. Does he go there, or does he go up to that gold? I think he goes up to that gold and pushes.
I think he needs to go to the gold, yeah. I think
got enough
MBL
monks.
would be
Like
fine.
MBL can't fight this.
I think MBL would be fine if MBL had stone and could build a castle on the gold, but he can't do that. MBL is going for his own monks, actually. Okay.
And Blue's
so-
grabbing the relics too.
Well, this could hold for MBL, because Red's probably not expecting MBL to have monks. There's
Halberdier
still a
coming
lot
in.
of Mangonels. Yeah, Halberdier. So Imp for Blue. Will MBL be able to hold on and win this game? Look at the score lead. You would think so. And Blue is only on 85 pop, but
Does
I
he
feel
have
like it's
atonement?
possible.
Does Blue have atonement? MBL has redemption. He could get a huge shot with that Mangonel. Oh, he doesn't notice. Is he gonna get a good shot? Oh!
Oh man, that really hurts Blue. That hurts him so much. MBL sending his army over now. All those Mangonels being lost, and Blue forced back. Still, he has Halberdier. But MBL has abused the market, and he's on his way to Imp as well.
He's making another TC in Blue's former base, and he's securing that stone and that gold there. Also, the gold in the back. So MBL is really looking good on gold and stone, but his food might be struggling a bit here.
Yeah. It looks like he'll add skirmishers. I think he has had the time now to get his food rolling a bit. At this point, he has all the golds. Blue is probably running out of the 1 gold he has at the top. Yeah, he is. Blue still has the res, but I think Blue needs to make a push sooner rather than later. And MBL with his monk micro, gonna go for some conversions. It's gonna be skirm and monks and camels and knights for MBL. Just seems like he has a bit too much for Blue. Oh man, but you never know. This game has gone on way longer than it should have because of Blue's
Now he's killing
stubbornness.
villagers with unupgraded camels at MBL's woodline.
Oh man, Hey, he's killing
And
a lot.
Hussar
He's underneath the
coming
TC.
Hussar might be nice. Hussar
Oh.
might be nice, that's for sure.
There's potential here. He just has to raid all of MBL's 6 new TCs. MBL will not have any military there, most likely. He has 1 military grouping on the top of this hill. So maybe he can spam Hussars into the eco. But in go the Halbs. MBL sees it as he's going into going into skirmishers, or I guess he might want to go hand cannons.
Still not many upgrades on those halberdiers.
Yeah. He put all the resources he had into Hussar production, probably. Oh, look at this. Blue's building a TC and he's going to steal MBL's farms. Next to the stone. Good stuff. Running away with his halbs. It does seem to be ticking time bomb, though, as MBL's collecting all the extra golds.
Must be so
camels-
frustrating for both players.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know what? I disagree. This is typical Chinese Age of Empires 2 player. He never gives up, and 1 in 1,000, they'll win. So, I like the mentality here because he's pulled this back. For MBL, who should have this in the bag, it is annoying, for sure. Those camels killed a lot of vills. But still, MBL has 30 extra villagers. Alright, keep an eye on the Hussars for me, Dave. I don't see any big Hussar raids. I think it's probably just for the monks. MBL going for conversions on the halberdiers.
He's got 4 Hussars in that stable. He's gonna clear up all these monks, most likely.
Yeah, this is bad for MBL. He shouldn't have committed with so many monks forward and nothing else. He still has his knights and camels. Researching heavy camel now, which is of course going to be good against the Hussars, but Blue will still have halberdier available to him. Now, all these monks will probably die now. Will Blue have the production of halberdiers? He doesn't seem to have the resources for it. He's at 100 pop now, which is actually better than he has been for quite a while now, but a heavy camel upgrade takes a while for MBL, but I think it'll be good for him. And at this stage, I guess MBL just needs to hold on to the gold, right? He doesn't really need to push.
And
But
he's
it is
got more than
Byzantines.
enough.
You just get all your trash upgrades. It's pretty awesome how well Blue has done. I've never casted a 1v1 from him before. I love how... I mean, I would have resigned right when I saw the 3rd tower. Because
I've
it's
never
just-
seen something quite this crazy. Like,
Yeah.
just base trade of this magnitude is unbelievable.
MBL still towers everywhere. And Blue's market right next to a tower. Random battering rams. MBL does have all the gold now.
The villager difference is the closest it's been in a long time.
Yeah,
Only
man.
12 now. And it could be even smaller now that Blue's in MBL's eco with some Hussars as well. But still, those heavy camels, backed up by the monks, the skirmishers. What's Blue's answer to this?
Blue just needs full trash, and he needs to put all of his gold into upgrades. So if he doesn't have ballistics or chemistry, get it now with that university. If he doesn't have defense upgrades and attack upgrades, get it now with the blacksmith. Get it as fast as possible, because you're going to be out of gold. I don't know about the heavy camel. The heavy camel doesn't really...
difference.
Heavy camel doesn't really counter that much. Blue's probably going to use the Hussars just for raiding, and you want to use heavy camels in your main force. So Halb and Skirm can kill the heavy camels, but what's really the killer is a lot of skirms for MBL. And he has bombard cannons. So camels will eventually go down to Halbs, but the Halbs are dying to the skirmishers, and MBL has all the upgrades here, and that gold's paying off for him.
Is Blue gonna take the villager lead for once in this game? I think he is.
Close. At least he'll have that if he ends up going down. He's just now getting fletching and forging, so he's so behind on these. Just now getting horse collar, Dave! After relocating his economy
It's
16
me!
times!
It's me!
Dave Smurf confirmed. Chat, can we get some T90 Daves in the chat for this guy? Oh man, I didn't realize MBL's raiding the 2 TCs that are most important to Blue at the moment. With the heavy camels, believe it or not. And he's doing quite a good job.
MBL's now just started the train rolling, and I think it's game over for Blue here. He didn't really have anywhere to attack. That was his issue, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he's gonna keep trying, but only 2 town centers. MBL is far too much. and blue just does not have the gold. And where the gold is really showing is the monks and the bombard cannons for MBL and all those upgrades. So blue could try and go with the trash, but he simply
Still-
does not have the resources, not have the upgrades.
Only fletching and stuff, like, yeah, it just doesn't have the upgrades. I think it might have, this game might have gone differently if he had decided to get the blacksmith upgrades for some of his stuff.
Yeah.
It's gonna lose that castle now. Not good.
Maybe even delaying the Imperial Age just to get those
Yeah.
upgrades, right? Because the Imperial Age didn't give him that much, except Halberdier. But
Yeah,
there's
GG. What a good game. Holy. Credit to Blue. And credit to MBL for sticking with that.
So much destruction, man. Anywhere you look, just destruction. Got random farms and towers and markets and lumber camps and towers. Dead bodies everywhere. Even Wolf got in on that action. All the golds were used. I mean, there's still some left, but what I mean is every gold was at least accessed in this game. And